Yeah, I'll react to that, sure. Hello, guys. Okay, good morning, good afternoon. You guys are European, a few hours ahead. My name's Connor. If you're new, hello, sir or madam. I like to learn about things and watch stuff on YouTube. Important job. Watch Ray Mears craft a Stone Age hunting arrow from scratch. Awesome. Let's get started. If you aren't ready to learn, there's the door. You are in the wrong class.
I'm making a leaf-shaped arrowhead, one of the simplest designs, but later arrowheads developed barbs to make them stick into the prey. The craftsmanship of some of these flints is extraordinary. Our ancestors were clever, and if you've ever tried to work flint, you very quickly discover how clever they were, how skilled they were. Working flint is quite fun, and in many ways you go on a voyage of discovery of our evolutionary past when you work this material. And at any stage in the production, one slip and it can break, because this is akin to glass. It's strong and sharp, but it's also fragile.
He's using like a deer horn antler.
So there it is, and you can see it has a naturally serrated edge.
Nicely done.
I've used the thick end of the blade for the point for strength, and the thinner end so that it can easily be mounted. So the next task for this is to actually turn it into an arrow. And that means it's time to go back to the forest to find some wood. This is hazel. It wouldn't be my choice of wood, and neither would it have been, I think, our ancestors' choice of wood. A much better choice would be Gelder rose, which is stiffer. But
nice straight stick.
when needs must, there's no Gelder rose here. The hunter must use what's available to him. And I'll collect a few sticks for this purpose. I base what I'm doing on what I've seen hunter-gatherers do in Africa. I'm going to take off the bark, and I now need to dry this wood and straighten it. I know it looks quite straight, but an arrow needs to be very straight to be accurate. I quite like making arrows like this. It may seem time-consuming, but yeah, our ancestors had plenty of time. I need to dry the moisture out of the wood so that it stiffens it and also prevents it'll shrink in the process. If I don't do that, then of course once I've tied anything onto it, the wood will shrink and everything comes loose. A few minutes ago this was a stick, and it's not a stick anymore. It's becoming an arrow, and the key tool in finding food. I'm just hardening the point. Driving the moisture out makes it harder. Okay, so here's the arrowhead, and I have to fit that neatly.
I love this the music they have in the background.
Here's the arrowhead, and I have to fit that neatly into the shaft.
He's gonna cut a wedge into the shaft.
I'm cutting a groove for the arrowhead. So if you're walking along and you find something like that in the countryside, you know you've found a little Stone Age chisel. These skills really taught me to appreciate our ancestors. Oh, I think we're there. Yep.
See, in North America, there have only been people here for about, you know, what is it, 12,000 years or something like that, when people crossed over from Siberia into Alaska from land bridge, when sea level was lower. And so you just have so much more dense Stone Age history, or dense history in general, where I'm sure you can find much older, you know, arrowheads and whatnot.
So there is the arrowhead fitted in place. The arrowhead is attached using resin glue, which is thermoplastic. It softens when heated and hardens when cooled. Then I attach the feathers, tying them on using strands of plant fibre.
I've done this quickly. It would be nice to take a little bit longer. I would make it a lot neater than this, but it gives you a pretty good impression of what things would have looked like all those years ago. Only one thing remains, and that's to test it. Sadly, very few bows survive from the Mesolithic. We know they were used because we find the projectile points to tell us they were using arrows. Well, what I can tell you is that the bow, when it arrived, was a revolutionary discovery in hunting terms. It's light, it's small, it's compact, it's versatile. You can make many different types of arrow to fit the bow for different jobs. And with a bow, you can quickly and easily reach out through thick undergrowth to hit your target. This is a bow I've made from wych elm. It's a copy of a bow that was found in Denmark, and it shoots extremely well. A sweet little flat bow. This is exactly the sort of bow that would be used with this sort of arrow. The arrow flew beautifully straight. If there'd been a red deer sleeping here in this couch, you can see here, it would have been within range. The arrowhead's dislodged a little bit, but that's an easy fix over the fire. You just soften the glue and fix it back in place.
Welcome to the History Hit YouTube channel, which we are relaunching.
Saw that episode. History Hit, great channel. They hit 100,000 subs, well deserved. I think they're a sister channel of Timeline. I'm not positive. Awesome, really cool video. It is early in the morning, so I'll wake up as the day goes on. More videos coming soon. See you next time.